Hi, geometry students. Welcome back to another instructional video. Um, so in this series of videos, what I'm going to show are examples of calculating the surface areas and the volume of a sphere, a cylinder, and a cone. I'm going to split these examples up into 3 separate videos so they're a little bit shorter. You can kind of watch one if you need help with it. You can watch all 3. Just watch the examples that you feel like you might need assistance with. Um, so the first one for this first video is for a sphere. And a sphere, what we're going to calculate is the surface area of the sphere and then the volume of the sphere. So I have the formulas already up here on the screen for you. So the surface area that we're doing first is calculated by 4 times pi times the radius squared. So if we write this out, so our surface area is 4 times pi times radius squared. So if you notice in this sphere, we have a radius. So here's my center point. So that's the core of my sphere. My radius is 8. So I substitute that into my formula. So the surface area is equal to 4 times pi times 8 squared. Okay? So once we get that put into our formula, then next step is go to your calculator. And I don't want to see everything here, so I'm just going to hide that part of it. So what I type into the calculator is exactly what I have right here, 4 pi 8 squared. So that's going to look like this. And here's how I recommend putting in the calculator. If you have a particular way to do it, it'll do what's comfortable for you. But here's how I like to put these in the calculators. I'm just going to do 4 second in this caret button to get my pi symbol, and then 8 and the squared button. You don't have to hit the multiplication key. You can put multiplication between each part of it. You don't have to on this one. Sometimes it may just kind of be a good habit to do that. So I'm going to go back and insert multiplication in here. So I've got 4 times pi times 8 squared. And that's it. Hit enter. So we get a surface area of 804. I don't remember the decimal. 804.2.24. Okay. So that would be our surface area of our sphere. There's no units on it. Again, if there were, remember everything with area is units squared. Okay? So that's our surface area of the sphere. Now we're going to look at the volume of the sphere. So for volume, I will just kind of do down here. So our volume formula that we have listed is 4/3 pi r cubed. Same radius, still 8, so we're just going to plug that in. 4/3 pi times 8 to the 3rd power. Okay? At this step, I go back to my calculator, and I wrote the formula out exactly how I want to put it in the calculator. So I always recommend putting a fraction inside parentheses. So we have 4 over 3 in parentheses. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go ahead and put the times symbol in. So 4/3 times pi times, here you can put the 8 in parentheses if you want. You don't necessarily have to. So there's my 8. The way you put the exponent of 3 in, you're going to hit the caret button, which is just underneath the clear button on your calculator. So if you notice up here on your screen, that takes your cursor up to an exponent position, and then you just type in your 3. You can do that with any exponent. So that caret button is your exponent button. So anytime you need to put in exponent in a calculation, caret, and whatever your exponent is. All right, so I have 8 to the 3rd power, hit enter, and there's my volume, 2144.66. So I go back to my screen, 2144.66. I think that's what I had. Yep. And that's your surface area of a sphere and volume of a sphere.